Oh, leave that open. It's a vibe right here. It's good, cool shit. I mean, the wife can That's because she wants you to control her. See, that's what I'm saying?
Yeah, I want you to control
Deep down, exactly. You know what I'm saying? Let's go with it. What's happening, world? Happy Friday. Welcome to another episode of Cognac Confessionals. I'm your host, Deshaun, here at Where Media Meets Studios in conjunction with VJ TV, Farrell Films, History in the Making Entertainment, Keep It Cloudy Productions on this Friday. Friday, January 20th. Mm-hmm. January almost over 2023.
The week after Friday the 13th, we survived.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
I'm still alive.
It's been an interesting, fun-filled week as always. Mm-hmm. There's always something going on in the world. Mm-hmm. And as always, I'm going to let everybody introduce themselves. Start with my guy to my left.
Hi, I'm Jade Sims, and I am an actor. Now, what's up? It's your boy Pharaoh, a.k.a. Pharaoh the Most, a.k.a. I would do too much, but then I wouldn't do enough.
White Out, what's happening?
Wheezy, White Wheezy.
So with it, yo, it's your boy Camouflage, K-A-double-M in the building.
Fly's got on like some $1,000 frames right now. Yeah. Low key, I see you though.
And our guest tonight, actress,
actually quite
hostess.
They look flammy with the little thing on the side.
She wears many hats. I'm gonna let you introduce yourself, young queen. Go for it.
Hey, my name is Jade Sims. I am an aspiring actress in the Bay Area. I did some hosting in the past, interviewed people. I also modeled for a couple fashion shows in the Bay Area, so I'm focused more on my acting though.
Okay.
Hey, why are you using the I regret to inform you that you have cancer voice? Come on,
Well,
loosen it up, man.
I try to be professional too, but
it's good.
You know,
I can respect that.
Yeah.
We professional, but we talk loud. Yeah,
Okay.
it's okay.
Yak,
We cuss. We say everything.
Okay, we'll see how she act when the yak kick in. It's gonna be before yak and then after yak.
It's only a couple of words that we don't say on the show.
And then
we don't say those. Anything else is free game.
And we hope that we offend you.
Personally.
Come to the public, not you. I don't want to hope to offend you. But if I do, I'll consider it a victory.
Well, I'd like to welcome you to the show. Thank you for being on. You know, first I'll just start off with cheers.
Yeah.
To a great show.
Yeah.
You know, Air Clickers, clicks, let's do it. And Air Clickers to y'all tuning in. Appreciate y'all tuning in as always. You know, it's Friday. Y'all can be doing anything in the world, but you choose to fuck with your boy, and I humbly appreciate that. So let's get into the proceedings this evening. Miss Jade, so how are you?
I'm doing good. I'm enjoying this Friday, you know, chilling and, you know, just having a little good time.
That's what's up. So, for the people who are unfamiliar with you, give us your background. Tell us where you're from, what you do, relationship status, age if you want, kids. You could share what you want to share. You ain't got to share everything. You can share what you want to share.
Well, I was born and raised in Oakland, California.
Damn biz.
You know, I grew up in Sobrani.
Okay.
I got into acting when I was about 10 years old. I was a part of my first production. And I didn't act up until I got to high school. And, you know, that's when I kind of it was kind of weird for me to get back into it. But then later on, I got used to it and I decided to take it a little bit serious. Did some plays in high school, did some other type of productions. I was in a choir. Okay. And, but singing wasn't really for me. I liked acting more. So when I got to college, I studied it for a bit. And I majored in mass communications, which is where I came across, you know, interviewing other people and knowing about other people's type of backgrounds. And it was pretty interesting. I've been to LA, you know, to cover the BET experience,
okay.
LA Fashion Week, and it was pretty fun. I want to go back. So
Who'd you go with to the BET experience? What company were you representing? Are you at indie?
I was with TP&G at the time. It was with Gabriel and Elise Hollywood Evans. So I went with her.
It's Set Tripping TV, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Shout out to them. Yeah, I'm in talks with them to come on too. To the show. Yeah.
Yeah, I went with Elise and we had a good time, and the fashion show was amazing there, and the BET experience was pretty cool. So I do want to go back, and now I'm just focused on my acting, and since the pandemic, I realized I wasn't really focused on me like I should have been. I was focusing on other people. I'm like, why don't I just take this time to really perfect my craft in acting? And so I took classes online, virtual classes, different classes, and I decided to really take notes and really take it serious and take my audition techniques seriously, and definitely try to get some roles in, because I did some background roles in the past too. So
what type of roles do you look for, or would you like to play, or what type of roles are like your favorite or something, like, you know what I mean? Like, where would you say your niche would be in acting?
I've always wanted to play the tough one, the badass, because everybody sees me as this nice person, but I've always wanted to kind of switch it up, be kind of an asshole. So yeah, I want people to really see a different type of Jade. So yeah,
versatility, and you want to flip the script on them.
Yeah.
What's up?
I wouldn't happen to do nothing with where you from, is it? You from the real hood, you know what I'm saying?
I mean,
he's from the real hood.
11-5.
So,
She's from 11-5.
You wouldn't even know just talking to you like you.
Well, I don't really like to show that I'm from the hood
exactly.
unless I really have to.
Right.
I used to show that a lot when I was in school, because I never really fought too many girls. It was always verbal with them, but I used to fight mostly guys. So I was kind of a tomboy back in the day. So that's when the hood me came out. So, but other than that, I try to calm it down since then. So, I've been kind of to myself, and I try to conduct myself in a different way. So
that's what's up. That's good. And I noticed you said you went to college. Where'd you go to school?
I went to Chabot College.
Okay, that's what's up. Chabot.
And you work with Elise Evans. How'd that work out for you?
She was cool, very energetic lady, and I met her daughter, Tamara, beautiful. Shout out to both of them. She has her own, designer clothes and everything. So I'm really happy for her.
Okay. We worked with Elise for a time or two. You'll never catch her alive on the set again, but we've worked with her before in the past.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So.
Wait, did you say catch her alive on the set again?
Yeah.
What?
Sorry, I'm late.
That's what I was
I don't get
I was kind of lost when you said that.
I mean, the circus take all types, but
No,
yeah.
we ain't doing that.
No, she
Okay.
probably just been busy with her clothing line and
Yeah,
everything.
sure.
Must be nice.
Yeah, must be.
Listen,
So
Let
what
me
kind
get,
of music?
I want one. Let me knock it off.
Let's be nice.
Let me get more drink.
What kind of music are do you? It sounded like you said you sing.
I did choir before,
Okay.
basically to kind of strengthen my vocals.
Okay.
Basically for when I have to project in acting, my vocals could be a little
Were
bit
you like a
stronger.
baritone? Because your voice is kind of deep.
No, I was soprano.
Really? That's your notes.
No, I'm not a singer. But,
We'll be the judge of that. Let's hear a note.
I'm not a singer.
What was your first film production?
Oh, I was an extra for this movie called Jexy. It was like a comedy movie.
What's it called?
It was called Jexy. It was with Adam Devine and Alexandra Shipp. And
That's the chick. She's in the X-Men movie, right?
yeah, that was
Okay.
her. I met her on set. She was really cool. And I was an entourage member for Kid Cudi.
Okay.
So you'll see me kind of dancing in the background. And if
Oh, so you were a video vixen.
not really a video vixen. I was an entourage member.
Well, you
for
were safe
Kid
with
Cudi.
Kid Cudi because he plays for the the alphabet community.
Oh gosh.
Not that there's anything wrong with it. It's 2023.
I mean,
Hey, live your truth. Do what you do.
I met Kid Cudi. He was pretty cool, but he's kind of busy on set. So
Sure
he's
he
really,
was.
really tall in person.
Mm-hmm.
So
Everybody's tall. You're like 4'11", right?
No, I'm 5'3".
Okay.
Yeah. But
Shorty with a 40.
now, but I met some people that I thought were tall on TV, but then they were short in person. So I was like, oh, okay.
What's life like being everyone's tall on set to you? Like if something's on like the top shelf, someone have to give you a boost to get it, or do you wait for someone tall?
I just
to
hop
come
up
by?
and get it.
Oh, okay.
Shit, when her minions get it.
One of her babies.
Like, motherfucker, grab that. Snap, snap. Grab that shit.
Oh, God.
And shout out to Kid Cudi. It's always, he's part of the Kanye movement, and it's always good to see the hyper masculinity be balanced in rap music. Be balanced out.
What you today? Not fuck with you today.
Okay.
So,
I mean, everything needs balance in life. So, you got regular men and you got them men. It just, God makes a way for everything.
everything has
See,
a
when you
way.
need to bail out of a situation, you just bring God in. God brings a way to God. No one can fight against God.
No one. So, you mentioned that movie. What other projects have you been a part of, and what you got going?
I was a part of this one project. It was dealing with police brutality. It was directed by Jamal Scott. It was back in 2017. It was called Kings. So I was like kind of like a background.
I saw that was a short film.
Yeah, it was a short film.
Very well made.
Yeah, it was a really interesting film, and it definitely related to everything that's going on now, and that's been going on.
One thing I remember about it was the cinematography was really on point. Is he still active? Because I don't remember seeing anything else after that from that person.
The last I've heard, moved down south. I don't know where,
Okay.
but I think he is still doing some film,
Okay.
and
Because that was a really good, strong debut.
and hopefully I get to see him do some more projects and probably help him out again, because he was a really cool guy. He knew one of my other friends, so that's how I linked up with him,
Okay.
and I interviewed him too.
And y'all know, as hard as I be hating, if I say something was tight or was good, you know it was good.
Okay. So you got that, and currently, I know you're working with us on a project we got going.
Yeah.
What else you got going?
I hope to have some more stuff going on. I'm currently writing a soap opera right now.
Just right
So, yeah, I kind of got into writing during the pandemic. So I finished another film. It's not really like with speaking roles, but it's like a visual film. So it definitely, it's basically about like zodiac signs.
Okay.
So it's gonna
All
be.
hail King Sagittarius.
I'm a Leo.
Okay.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
What?
That's
We
sad.
still love you anyway.
What's yours?
I'm a Virgo.
Oh Lord. How about
Could have hung
you?
in there a little more.
Oh, you a Cancer? I like Cancer men.
Well, that's what's up.
Yeah, they're pretty
Yeah,
cool.
jump right
I
on
like
the
Sag men and Cancer men.
Okay.
King Sagittarius.
Oh, that was slick. That was sharp. I like how you
Yeah,
did
she
that.
played-
Well, I like
she
Sagittarius
said
and Cancer in
yeah,
other
she said
words.
that.
But Virgo men can get the fuck out.
No.
That was cool.
Wait,
Like
wait,
you did that.
Were you born in September?
Yes.
Okay, so September Virgos are cool.
Okay, she cleaned it up
So-
smooth.
Okay.
But
Well, we caught that. Oh, I like Sagittarius man. I like Cancer man.
Yeah.
you know what men I do like? I like Aquarius men.
Mm-hmm.
I've been kind of feeling them lately.
Shout out to Miles.
Or he's an Aquarius?
You would know better than me.
I know he came off as kind of like a Cancer.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How so?
Oh, she's smooth. I know she didn't have media training. She's sharp. She had media
She
training.
like the flip.
No, Cancer men are pretty cool. Like some people don't like them. I'm like, why? They're actually pretty cool to talk to.
why?
And come
Aisha says thumbs
Yeah.
up for Virgos. So
Yeah.
shout out to Aisha Daniels because she feels the Virgos, and I am like the winner of Bay Area Virgo of the Year, like 11 years in a row.
Nah, but cancer men, like, they're actually pretty cool to like converse with, and I guess like my grandmother was a cancer, God rest her soul.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's why I kind of like gravitate towards cancers, and it be with women too. So yeah, it's pretty cool.
So how's it been working on this film that you're currently working on?
Oh, it's been pretty fun, working with Miles. I think the chemistry was there.
Mm-hmm.
And, we've been practicing, like, the lines
Shout
and
out to the
everything.
chemistry.
What's the
And
name of the film?
It's called The Black Superhero.
Okay.
That sounds powerful.
Yeah.
How's the director?
Oh, the director is pretty cool. Funny,
Mm-hmm.
kind of mysterious in a way, but in a good way. But, he's pretty cool.
I'd say he's epic, but we'll settle for cool. Your character plays a kind of significant part in it. Has there been any challenges in the role, and what does the future hold?
It hasn't been really any challenges. I've been working with Miles like on Zoom calls, rehearsing the lines and everything. And we've been kind of switching it up a little bit to kind of give it a more like a Bay Area feel.
Mm-hmm.
So we want to definitely give the audience and the viewers something that they can relate to, especially if they're like natives in the Bay Area.
Mm-hmm.
So we definitely want to make it as natural as possible. And we've been doing that. We've been not only memorizing lines, but really trying to settle in the character's shoes and in the situation. That way, we're able to go with the flow when we start filming it.
And for any of you aspiring actors and actresses out there, that's one crucial thing she just said. Settling into the character's shoes. That is one of the things that, doing independent production, we often get a lot of people who are like, hey, put me in that, this and that.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes people be like, well, I can't really memorize all those lines and stuff like that. And I always tell them, it's more important to settle into the character, get the emotion of the character, and understand where the character fits. And you can even ad-lib what needs to be if you get into the character.
Yes.
But if you're not, even if you memorize the lines, you're just a person reciting the lines.
Yeah, dry toast is dry toast.
It's acting. It's a character. Get into character. And when you get into character, everything you need to do, like I said about anything in life, anything that you need to be successful is already in you. You just gotta tap into it.
That is true. Gotta pull it out of you. And so you working with the current project you on. Do you have any future projects coming lined up, or anything like hosting anything, or any projects, anything you got coming up in the near future?
I do want to start interviewing again,
Okay.
but I am focused on, my acting, because I feel like I haven't really tapped into my acting lately, so I really want to focus more on my acting, and hopefully I have some future projects coming up, and so I'm looking forward to the future.
Okay, so for anybody that's casting or anything, tell everybody where they can find you on social media.
You can find me on newjules_24 on Instagram, and you can also find me on Facebook, Jade Sims. So,
Okay.
Now, one of the things, quiet on set, please.
Noise check.
Now, one of the things that, cállate, por favor. One of the things, though, is that working with you on this film, I've been really impressed with your acting, and I want to encourage you to really, really explore that lane.
Mm-hmm.
I think you have really a lot of potential to be hugely successful in that.
Thank you.
Definitely. I agree. Yeah, you got some talent. You're a good actress.
Thank
And,
you.
you have a positive attitude. And the thing about it is, 90% of everything is your attitude towards
Showing
whatever
up
it is.
and attitude.
Yeah. So
And you miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
yeah.
A lot of people don't understand it. You got a can-do attitude and you show up,
Mm-hmm.
man, so many good things can happen to you
Mm-hmm.
and happen for you,
Definitely. You can have this role, and your personality and the way you're going is so good. They be like, something, wait a minute. I got something else that, or a future project, like, such and such was, so man, y'all that think that it ain't easy, but I mean, you gotta give it to get. So.
Now, a lot of actresses and actors and stuff now are following the Tyler Perry method. Like, man, I'm not waiting for a seat at the table. I'm gonna make my own table. Have you written any scripts or any ideas or anything like that? Vehicles to propel yourself?
Yeah, I'm writing a soap opera right now. Earlier, so I have a couple people in mind for these particular characters that I have in the soap opera.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not gonna say too much because I don't want to steal my idea.
Yeah, true that.
So yeah, but it's gonna be really, really crazy. So
go ahead, don't be afraid. I'm gonna tell you why. I used to be afraid of people stealing my ideas, and then I realized niggas can't execute. So you can steal my idea all you want to, you won't get it done. So now I have no problem. People are like, oh, I gotta have to sign an NDA, and I be like, man, they not finna make shit crack. So I feel free to share ideas. It doesn't matter. You're not gonna make it crack, But me, I know if I decide to do something, I'm gonna do it.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't even care. Nobody's gonna be able to bite me because they're not gonna put what.
They don't have that energy.
I got you.
They
I
don't have that energy to really.
So I got a question from the audience. Ivory says, shout out to my man I. He says, what or who is your driving motivation?
Oh, like who is like my inspiration?
Yeah, your driving motivation.
Oh, I grew up watching a lot of like black actresses like Angela Bassett, Vivica Fox, Teresa Graves. She's deceased. I watched like a lot.
That was Coffee, right? Or what was her?
Christy Love.
Yeah, Get Christy Love.
Get Christy
Black
Love
exploitation legend.
and Vampira. I always loved watching her films.
Right, Dan. Dan Lynch is correct.
Mm-hmm. And watching Viola Davis is just phenomenal.
Oh yeah, she's
just phenomenal. And I think Angela Bassett won a Golden Globe, I believe. So yeah, and Shirley Ralph.
She should have won the Oscar though for what love got to do with it.
Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I have to say this. I feel like that's true too. But I feel like Vivica Fox, Queen Latifah, Kimberly Elise, and Jada Pinkett all should have won an Oscar for Set It Off.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like they were snubbed of that.
Especially Kimberly Elise.
Oh,
she's
God.
truly talented.
Just extremely just phenomenal.
And by the way, don't ever call her Elise. I learned that the hard way. Call her, and don't ever just call her Kimberly. Address her as Kimberly Elise, and she will love you. If you fail to do so, she will not love you. And I know this personally.
So it's Kimberly Elise.
Yes, call her Kimberly Elise. Well, you can't get away with just calling her Kimberly, but don't just call her Elise. And I know a guy who's wearing my underwear who made the mistake of thinking her name was Elise.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, don't do it. Trust me.
Okay. Oh, Lord.
That wasn't going to be you, was it?
Yeah.
But I feel like all four of those women should have gotten an award for Set It
Except
Off.
for Latifah.
What do you mean?
I didn't like how she basically committed suicide at the end, so I always was mad at her for that.
But
I don't believe in sacrifice.
But you have to understand, like, that was a phenomenal performance. Like, the way I looked at it, it wasn't suicide. She did not care anymore. It didn't matter.
There was no need for her. I always hate when the movie and the character, when they be like, you go ahead, I'll hold them off. Like, why am I killing myself for you? Why don't we both take off together and try to live and survive as opposed to, go ahead, blood, I'll hold them off.
I think in a way, in that film, she saved them in a way.
Yeah, that's what it
Yes,
was.
but I think she should have figured out a way to save them without killing herself. I just hate when people go on
She sacrificed.
I just hate no-win scenarios.
Mm-hmm.
I hate that. I think maybe she should have drove her car into them. They would have came and arrested her, but that would have tied them up the same as opposed to trying to shoot it out.
I'll say this, just for her character in that movie, they found out who they was, but it was her fault for the fucking CDs that they found at the crime scene. It was her fault, so
That's
she had
true.
to go.
But I just hated the
Let's
fact
call it
that
that.
it was such a good performance. Set It Off is like one of
That
the
was her
top 10 black movies ever. But I still just always hate the fact of
But she
how
went out like a
only Jada Pinkett survived. And I just hate I hate noble sacrifice. Like, I wouldn't let you, if they was coming in here right now, I wouldn't let you be like, all right, blood, you get to safety and I'm going to fight. I'm going to be like, no, let's both get to safety.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need to go sacrifice your life for me because your life is not more important than mine. It's like, I'm not going to sacrifice my life for you. Unless it was completely, truly like, okay, fuck it, I'm finna die. So, you get away, I'll just die. But if we could both get away, let's get away.
But they weren't gonna get away either way. Like she was either gonna go to jail or be dead.
I'd rather go to prison for life than let LAPD shoot me 37 times.
Okay.
Fuck them.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go to jail and
thing-
then just kill correctional officers every chance I get.
But the way that I look at it in that
What? If we was in prison for life, like we life with no possibility, and there's a correctional officer walking across the tier, I'm gonna make his ass fly every now and then.
I heard you.
Alright, I'm off of it.
Oh God! But the way that I look at that
We got a
performance-
correctional officer in here. That's why I'm
Oh
laughing.
my God!
Oh, for real?
Oh shit!
Where?
In watching the show.
Oh! They know what's up. They know what I mean.
We out of pocket.
Ivory Jones says, no, it's a Ray.
But the way I look at that performance, I think that was phenomenal. Like she literally like sacrificed herself for her friend, for the team. You know, she didn't care. She
Got
was
one for
gonna
the
go out.
Gipper.
She was gonna go out. She did not care anymore. She's like, if you want to kill me, kill me.
I'm just saying, anybody pitch a movie to me for me to produce, don't have a noble sacrifice death at the end. Make it a happy ending if you got to. That's all I'm saying.
I was so sad when like Kimberly's character died. I was so sad.
Kimberly Elise.
Kimberly Elise.
You forgot already?
Oh God. Kimberly Elise. Okay.
But Set It Off, though, is one of my top 10
Yeah.
black movies ever made. It's just a phenomenal story. In fact, you know they got a stage play now too. It was on Broadway. Set It Off, the musical.
A
What?
musical?
Yeah, and they got a New Jack City musical that's been
Oh,
toured.
New Jack City was another one of my faves.
Okay.
I like Wesley Snipes' character. Now
That's alright.
that's the kind of character that I want to play.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, so-
Sorry.
Yeah, that's the kind of character I want to play.
It's all jokes, Ice.
Kind of an asshole,
Yeah,
kind
you wanna
of
play
like
the-
a tough guy, and I run this shit kind of character.
Is your toughness is due to you got a Napoleon complex due to your height, or is you just
No, I just want people to kind of see like a whole different side of me.
You just want to be an asshole.
Because I dealt with assholes like growing up. Like I was bullied in school and all that stuff. So
Fuck them bullies.
Yeah.
Actually,
Oh, yeah.
no, fuck them bullies. Bullies did their job. Scars build character.
So I kind of want to like get them back in
Facts.
the way by playing this kind of character. Like, hey, don't fuck with me. So yeah.
I had a bully when I was in school, and when I was 17, I actually literally knocked blood out and stomped him. And when he came to, he said, "Damn, man, I was just been playing with you." And I was like, "Nigga, you been terrorizing me for years." And now all of a sudden, you was playing with me. So to this day, though, I don't know if it was sincerely like, "Man, I've been playing with you and you took it the wrong way," or if he just was like, "Damn, he was on the wrong end of the ass whooping." He was trying to save face. So I don't know, but
Something like that kind of happened to me. I didn't punch blood out of nobody though, but like when I was like in high school, it was this football player. He kept like saying like shit to me to like piss me off. And one day I was having like a bad day, and he said something to me, and I remember I had like some French toast in my hands, and I threw it at him, and I like literally ran up on him and I started punching him in his head. So
you're violent.
She's a
So
thug.
you have a tendency towards violence.
She's a thug.
Only if, it's mostly a guy, though. Because guys kind of, do the most sometimes.
I think women do the most.
Did you take into account that he might
She's a
that
thug,
he liked
y'all.
you?
Hey, don't let the pretty face fool you. She will slash you.
Did you ever take into account that maybe he liked you and didn't know how to express himself?
No, he was just an asshole.
That's how some dudes. That's
So
how
he came
dudes
to you
equate.
now and apologized. Could y'all date?
No, I wouldn't date him. He was ugly.
So you're superficial. That's what you're saying.
He was physically challenged.
So you're superficial. That's what you're saying.
I wouldn't say that, but I do have.
So have you ever dated an ugly man?
No.
She's never dated an ugly man. She's not superficial.
You never.
But I will say this, I do have weird taste in guys.
Mm-hmm.
He wouldn't be ugly to me, but he would be ugly like some other people.
Right, because everybody's ugly to somebody.
She just cleaned it up.
Everybody's ugly to somebody.
So you saying when it comes to your dating life, it's looks above everything. That's what you're saying?
No, personality. Personality. Like, if I feel like he...
So if Jimmy Walker comes in here with hell of personality, he can be dated.
Jimmy Walker?
You know JJ from Good Times.
Oh, he's too old.
Okay, let's take him back in time. It's 23-year-old Jimmy Walker.
He wouldn't be my type.
Because his looks.
But, I don't want to wake up to that. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
But I have kind of like weird taste in guys. So I kind of like them tall, kind of like.
I thought you were gonna say you like midgets or something.
Oh no, I'm already short. I like them tall, kind of like a bad boy, tattoos, kind of like somebody that's different. Somebody that's different. He can't be from Cali though. I don't like California guys.
So he's from Mississippi and he's an ignorant motherfucker. You got accent.
From Swamp Fox,
I
Carolina.
actually like New York guys.
Oh shit, she went to swag. Yo, son. I got a partner from New York. I got a few partners. Hey, Dolph, what's up, Dolph? Dolph said that's weird taste.
So basically, if you from like Lake Charles, Louisiana, and you an ignorant motherfucker, and you over 5'11", you got action.
Hey,
So you're in the comments, tap in.
6 feet, 6 figures in a 6-pack.
And the Louisiana accent
just works out.
Just works out. So you can be Poe. Just be in shape.
Have a good
Oh, she's saying don't be poor.
I mean,
So you can't be ugly and you can't be poor.
Just decent,
That reminds me, we have a friend of the show, Kat Bobineau, and she's a scientist. And she says that there's a scientific theory that women who only aspire to bad boys have psychopathic tendencies. Is that you? That's what Kat said.
I just like a man that can protect me,
There you go.
So basically, you be ready to wow out.
Like somebody that seems like a bad boy to other people, but he's really a good man. Somebody that's has morals. Somebody that's very protective.
But he's ready to go bad on society. So let me ask you this: if you were in the wrong and he still goes bad on them, would you still love him and respect him? Or would you feel bad because you sent him on a crash test dummy mission?
I would probably check him. I might, that's not necessary. Like,
She wants an intelligent thug, you know what I'm saying?
Thug is the shit.
A corporate thug. There you go. She want a corporate
thug.
thug in her life.
Don't let the shit, the hoodies fool you.
I remember one time at a party in UC Berkeley, I went bad on behalf of this chick. I pulled out, I started busting, and she was trying to stop me. And her partner said, "Let that ignorant nigga do what ignorant niggas do," right? And I felt encouraged off of that. And then let me tell you something. I wasn't sitting in Santa Rita for a full fucking month before the young lady was cheating on me already. I'm sitting here like, I'm finna go to the fucking penitentiary and she's already cheating on me before I ain't even made it to the penitentiary yet. Like, good Lord have mercy.
They going in there, sound like she wants someone
women
who
are
can drink 40 ounces in 40 minutes.
Hey, Dolph said you want a guy who shoots people Monday through Thursday but goes to church on Sunday.
Damn. Is that true, Jade?
What?
Hey, Tommy, hey, Miss Graham.
You want somebody that shoots Monday through Thursday, but then
Go
goes
to
to church.
on Sunday.
Well, I want somebody that's book smart and street smart at the same time.
There you go.
Can he own a gun or not own a gun?
He can own a gun. I will
Okay.
own a gun too.
All right.
Go to the range.
So if you
that's
ready to
it,
put
going
that
to the
work
range.
in, you okay with that?
Oh yeah.
So you'll hold him down?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what's up.
We know this scientist, Kat
Yeah, the
Bobineau,
scientist.
and she was holding dudes down too. She has several pen pals in prison.
Because the thing with him is not going to do anything to fuck that up. you
Okay.
know? So.
Don't fumble the bag, gentlemen. Don't
Is
fumble
that
the
what you
bag.
think? Because if you carrying that thing and you willing to get loose, you sometimes nature will take its course and you will fuck it off on GP. I just need to know if he's going to be down. What is it, 85%? You got time you got to do nowadays.
It's their time.
He gets 17 years, so he's got to bring him at least 14
Damn,
years.
don't-
Are you going to hold him down for those whole 14 years?
Probably would.
Huh?
Probably would.
Are you going to hold him down for 14 years? Because I got a vote in the back that says no.
You got a vote in the back that says no. I probably would for the next couple years, but then eventually I probably would get tired.
Yeah, just park cars.
Y'all don't shoot up shit on her behalf. She's not going to hold you down.
Dolph said you looking for somebody who failed 6th grade but read 50 Shades of Grey.
Dan,
No.
Dan Lynch says you want. Dan Lynch says you want Tariq for power.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Tommy says hell no. We all know for a fact that if Tommy's boyfriend ends up doing 20 years and has to do 16 years before parole, she will not hold him down. And that's unfortunate. Tommy, get you a good man that's in prison and hold him down.
That's
Tommy's my
what's up.
daughter, by the
Yeah,
way.
Tommy's my daughter. Oh,
This
Aisha
Cat Bobineau
said
has a pen
you
pal.
looking. Aisha says you looking for her brother.
Damn.
Well, Aisha, let's hook it up. Aisha's brother says, "What's up?"
I gotta see what he looks like. I'm a visual.
All right, Tommy
so-
said, "Dad, you sound crazy." What's up, Keisha? Keisha, thank you for tuning in as
And
always.
Tommy, you already know that. But hey, Tommy, when you say I sound crazy, remember it runs in the family, my love.
Apple doesn't fall far from the tree.
Tommy is my favorite kid, by the way. I have no problem with saying that.
Mhm.
The other ones, they know what's up.
Damn.
Dolph says, let's put this connection together. Cat Bobineau says, hell
Hell no.
yeah. So let's hook it up. You and Aisha's brother. Let's make it crack. He's an
So-
intelligent thug.
How old is he?
How old is your brother? What's your age limit?
I would
Your
probably
range.
probably like my age, 25, all the way up to like late 20s, 30s.
So if he's 33, it ain't cracking.
It's fine
Okay.
as long as he's energetic. I like a man that has like a lot of energy.
So basically, he needs to be bouncing off the walls and hella hyphy.
Not like that, but like somebody that I can talk to, but he's like very funny, and somebody that's like, you know, somebody that's like interesting to talk to. You know, somebody
Okay.
that's different out of this world.
Different. So if he comes in wearing a
Wild
purple
and
hat,
crazy
yellow
guy.
boots, and just some wild
You
shit.
gotta wear feathers.
Ant said, I'm 31 and educated. Ant shoot that shot. He like,
Man, hey, that's it. Now, Cat Bobineau is a scientist,
who's in the building
and
as
she
well?
says that the type of guy that you're looking for sounds like a sociopath. Is that okay with you as long as he treats you right?
A sociopath?
Yeah.
Please stop lying to this young lady. And I don't say none of this. None of the shit that you saying. No.
Everybody, that's Cat
That's Cat
Bobineau.
Bobineau. Dolph said so. A partial thug who occasionally uses speed.
Is that what you're looking for? So if he has a substance abuse problem,
No.
is that
No,
okay
that's
with
not
you?
what I don't want no substance abuse.
Yeah, well,
none of that.
Even
Like,
marijuana?
marijuana's fine, but you know.
So you're saying you smoke
know what
marijuana?
Occasionally, yeah.
Okay, occasionally. So you smoke like a whole bowl or 8 at a time?
Just like a little blunt.
Okay.
You know, I smoke it occasionally. I don't smoke it like that. But
You should
Have you ever
partake.
tried psychedelics?
psychedelics? No, not that.
Okay.
No, you
Not that you know of. Talk to her, Fly.
We cool.
I like more of like the lighter stuff. So yeah.
Okay.
So, if someone's on cocaine, you're judgmental towards them?
I don't want nobody on cocaine.
Okay. At one point, cocaine was used as medicine, so I don't know why she's judgmental towards people on cocaine.
No, I'm
Damn.
not judgmental towards people on cocaine. I just don't prefer it.
Tommy said if he in prison, he either doing drugs or dick to pass the time.
Jesus Christ! Tommy, is that your sincere opinion?
Yeah, man. I disagree with you, Tommy.
Yeah, like, good Lord.
That's just.
No, the reason why I'm saying good Lord is that Tommy has several uncles who are in prison right now. Like, Jesus Christ. Like, right this moment. Like, we're not talking about, back in the days. Like, right this moment. In fact, I just sent several of them care packages today while I was at work. Yeah, I used the work people's time to take care of my brothers in prison.
Shout out to the men or the people that's taking care of their people.
So Steve Rayford says someone that makes you feel like the most desirable woman in the world. So basically a man has to jock you all day and give you compliments, or is he not? If he's nonchalant, if he's just too cool for school, is that okay with you?
I like a man now give me compliments every now and then, and I can give him compliments. You know, we can be equal. You know, because compliments every single day is just like kind of annoying. I'm like, okay. Thank you.
So you don't want a man to compliment you?
Well, I want a man to compliment me, but like not every single day. You know.
So fellas, go 2-3 days without telling them nothing.
One day be like,
or you can probably say,
are you still here?
Nice. Or you can say like, oh, you look nice. Or if I'm wearing something kind of like special or whatever, you be like, oh, you look really cute, or you look beautiful.
So what's your love language?
Oh, what's my love language? I love food.
Niggas that can cook got access?
Oh, a man that can cook.
Basically,
is so
Tommy.
Beautiful. A man that can cook is so beautiful. And I'm like, because, I love to cook.
Mark Anthony, you a sav and get out them comments.
And, but a man that can cook, a man that can respecting breakfast in bed, so beautiful.
Now, do you need him to cook exotic dishes like Spanish linguine, or could he just fry you some chicken?
It depends, but all he needs to know is that I'm allergic to shellfish. So, and I'm allergic to bottom feeder fish.
Oh, no, they won't do catfish.
I make a hell of a top ramen and hot dog, man. My spread is
good? Or I love salmon a lot. I love salmon. Salmon is my favorite.
No, I
salmon
just got
kale.
onto salmon. Like this New Year's, I've been like on my salmon game. I didn't know how good it was.
Oh, yeah.
But if he does come bring you top ramen and hot dogs in bed, are you going to basically appreciate it due to the effort?
I would, but hot dogs is kind of tough.
She's basically saying she'll get
that's
top
fucking
ramen and hot dogs.
No, but hot dogs wouldn't go with ramen. No.
The hot dog ain't nothing but rolled up bologna.
Yeah. And red meat.
Yeah, cool.
Dolph said he old and married. Dolph, you ain't old, you just look old.
Now, I would say this, top ramen with sriracha in it, that will turn me on.
Tommy put him on the... So basically, if you put some hot sauce on, you can even give her chocolate chip cookies. And you put some hot sauce on it, you're going to get the performance of a lifetime. And it ain't even got to be your birthday.
Trader Joe's Green Dragon is the shit. The Green Dragon sauce. So, I fucks with sriracha too, but Trader Joe's Green Dragon sauce, trust me. Put on some eggs or some country potato. Dude, I'm telling you. You know me, I'm a chef. I cook. You know me.
I can't really deal with the spicy food.
You know me.
Let me tell you something though. As far as the cooking, the other day I was cooking. I fried some chicken, and I just literally realized I am probably the best in the world at frying chicken. Like I'm the greatest. What happened?
I'm laughing at Dad. What
did he say?
He said so. She'll drop the drawers with some ramen.
If it's ramen and hot dogs.
No, not necessarily.
I mean, obviously, well, hold on. Let me paraphrase it. And Dan, let me apologize for speaking for you. Okay. Obviously, if he's in your house cooking you ramen already, then y'all have already probably progressed to that level. But if he really makes you some ramen in bed and really treats you like a queen with this plate of top ramen, will he get the performance of a lifetime?
Dolph said it gotta have
He
green
will, as
onions
long as
in
it
it.
has sriracha sauce.
Okay.
Yeah, that's sriracha.
So yes,
No hot dogs.
Dan, you are partially correct. She won't drop the drawers for the top ramen. But if you're already in position where you're getting the drawers and you present the top ramen and you put the sriracha on it, every day, in the words of Jay Stalin, every day will be your birthday. Except for you can't talk to her every day. Well, you can talk to you every day, you just can't compliment you every day. Right?
Yeah. I mean, you can say I look nice.
Yeah.
You know that.
Her DMs finna be flooding with motherfuckers like, man, they gonna be flooding her with hella pictures of hella Costco boxes of sriracha. Like, hey, I'm ready.
Hey, Mark Anthony already in the DMs. I bet he already sent 2, 3.
He's like, hey, look, I got a whole pallet of sriracha, baby. What's
Wait,
up?
now, my favorite kid, Tommy, says that if a man makes her some ramen, she's going to assume he hates her.
Oh my god.
Tommy is bougie, though.
Shout out to Tommy.
Tommy is
Shout out to
bougie.
you, fam.
But Tommy, okay, so we got extreme opposites. We got Tommy over here saying, if he makes me ramen,
Right.
he hates
Daniel,
me.
just the little things.
But we got Jade over here saying, if he makes me ramen and put some sriracha on it, nigga, cancel your appointments for this morning. Is there a happy medium? What's cracking?
Make her a peanut butter and jelly sandwich and cut the crust off. You know what I'm saying? It's the little things. You know what I'm saying? It's the little things. Get the milk, get the little whatchamacallit thing to make the milk froth, make the bubbles on it. You know what I'm saying? Just make sure you don't pour the milk in the bowl before the cereal.
Hey, I once made a woman a sandwich, and she said, "This was really nice of you." And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm winning, right?" And then she said, one time my grandmother asked my grandfather to make him a sandwich, and he said, "Bitch, you better go fuck yourself." And she was like, and then she said her grandfather was a hell of a dude. And I thought, like, oh, shit. Well, she asked me to make the sandwich. I should have told her to fuck off. So I made the sandwich, and now I'm looking like a sucker. Oh, man. So from that moment on, I've literally never cooked for a woman.
Oh, man.
No, but I would love for a man to cook me a big dinner.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I would love to cook a big dinner for a man.
That's what's up.
So, like a
Well, which one first? You want him to cook for you first, and then you'll cook, or you cook first?
He could cook for me first, and then I'll cook dinner for him.
Who will be
What if his
who will
dinner
be
ain't
the
good?
main cooker in the relationship?
Oh, it'll probably be both of us because I'm a big chef.
No, it can't be both. Who will be
Yeah.
dominant?
Probably
Balance. Oh, we
Probably,
50-50.
probably me. Like
Oh.
it depends on what dish. Like I'll probably rotate. I'll cook something, and he'll cook something.
Mm-hmm.
Like for example, like I'll do some cooking. He can do some cooking around the holidays. Do more of the cooking.
So you're willing to
Holidays
be
is
subservient.
the pressure cooking.
You're willing to be submissive.
It depends. You
She
know?
said, in other words, fellas, you finna have a
If-
battle on your hands every
you,
day.
If you can't lead, don't proceed.
No, but we can compromise. We can compromise.
And what's your specialty? Because somebody said you're cute. In the comments, somebody said you're cute, and they said cute girls can't cook. So what's your specialty?
Oh.
Toast the bread.
No,
Of course we're going to toast the
My
bread.
specialty is red wine pasta.
Mm.
You guys never had that?
Would you just make some pasta and pour red wine with it?
No,
Or
what
what's
you
the-
do,
what's cracking?
no, I'm gonna break it down to you. So what you do is you cut up your parsley, your onions, your garlic. You need fresh garlic, and you need to cut up the Italian sausages. You need to saute that,
Mm-hmm.
and also saute the vegetables that you cut up, and then put the sauteed pan fried sausage inside the pan, and then after you boil your noodles and everything, you can put that in, and then you pour the red wine over it, and then you just mix it around. Put some Italian seasoning in. Make sure you don't miss out on the it's like the all-purpose seasoning that I put in there. But I always put Italian seasoning in with the all-purpose seasoning, salt and pepper. Mix it around, and then once that's done, You just put it on a little pasta plate,
Mm-hmm.
and then you put the Parmesan cheese. You need the fresh Parmesan cheese with like a cheese grater,
Yeah.
and then you put like a little bit of red pepper, and you're good
Crushed
to go.
red pepper. Yeah.
Oh, you're good to go.
Hey, yeah, man. Chef Tastic over here. I know what you're talking about.
So
I know
you
that.
basically did a good job of sounding like you actually can cook. How often do you cook?
Oh, very often. I grew up in the kitchen. I grew up watching my
Justin
sisters
said
cook.
that's spaghetti.
I grew up watching my father cook. My mom cooked more like desserts. What?
Justin said that's spaghetti.
Oh, please.
That was got me weak.
But it's
Right?
some good spaghetti.
I was like,
though.
damn, that sounds familiar.
That's what he said. Italian sausage.
You gotta understand, there's so
No,
many
that
ways
sounds
to
good.
make pasta.
But what vegetables though? You didn't say what vegetables.
I said parsley.
That's not a vegetable.
Fresh parsley?
Damn.
Okay.
Tommy just got on you.
Okay.
Oh man,
You bake your ribs, nigga?
Tommy just went from number 1 to number 2 kid.
Oh, I should pin her comment. No.
I can also make like some sweet potato muffins too. Have you guys had that?
Huh?
Sweet
No.
potato muffins?
No, I haven't.
No?
Aisha says, "What if she gets a check?" And I'm not sure what she's referring to.
Because Dolph says she better have a job. I'm looking at it.
Oh, I have a job.
She works.
Yes.
She get the bag.
Okay, in pure confession mode, Tommy is partially right. I actually can cook, but I do prefer, and some people look down on me for this, I do prefer oven-baked ribs to ribs off the grill. That's my confession.
Well, what's a grill?
Probably healthier.
I
It
love
tastes
grill.
better. Mark Anthony, you can go jump in the lake.
Mark Anthony is all these roast. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, I feel.
So Dan says we got street smart,
Uh-huh.
getting the bag, compliments, cooking, and motherfucking breakfast in bed, but not well groomed. You don't like men that are well groomed? Well, you
I
think they
love
metrosexual
Hold
or
on,
something?
man. I love a man that's well groomed.
Okay.
Different. He has like a different kind of style. You know.
So fellas, get your shape up and everything once a week, and you good. Now, you mentioned you had sisters and stuff like that. Do you come from a big family?
I do. A lot of my family is from the South. They're from North Carolina. I got some relatives in New Orleans, Louisiana. I have.
Are you the baby of the family?
I'm the youngest.
Mhm.
Yep.
Okay, how many sisters and brothers do you have?
I don't have any brothers. I wish I had brothers, but I do have 3 older sisters.
Get on Ancestry.com. I guarantee you at least one brother will pop up.
Probably.
Like,
I actually did Ancestry. I don't have any brothers. I have a lot of cousins in Texas.
like
Okay.
somebody was skiing somewhere.
Now, are the other members of your family, do they also pursue creative things like yourself, writing, directing, producing, and stuff like that? Or are you kind of like the unicorn in the family on that?
My uncle does musically. He did jazz for years, and he recently retired. So, but he does help my cousin out every now and then, you know, with like, you know, what keys to use. And,
Okay, so your cousin is musically inclined. So out of your siblings, though, do any of them act or sing or
No.
dance?
No, but like they could have. They could have. Like I see some qualities in them. I'm like, why didn't you do this years ago? They're like, oh, I don't know. You know,
Tommy wants to know, do he got a manscape?
a manscape.
Oh.
Break that down for me, please.
Like, does he trim his hair, pubic hair, and stuff like
Oh.
that? She says that's too soft if
A
you do
man.
that.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna just be straight up. You're undercover if you do that.
Okay. Wow, she just basically called y'all a bad name.
Called y'all.
If you manscape. So Tommy also wants to know, do you like Coltrane?
Coltrane.
Yes.
Ooh.
John Coltrane.
I've heard of him, but maybe my uncle does.
The niggas that she fuck with better pull up playing Lil Durk. She only fucks with niggas that play Lil Durk. Melva loves Manscaped. Alright now, Melva. And Mark Anthony is in Charlotte, North Carolina,
And you
with
said
the Wild Antics.
Yeah, Ant is
Ooh,
you know,
you
Ant
gonna
is
use
Ant.
that?
That's my
Thank
guy
you.
all day.
That's a fancy little bottle.
Thank you.
I want to get something like that for my wine.
Oh yeah, we do. Yeah, I got a few. I'm a collector of shit.
Ooh, you ready?
So what does the future hold for you?
Yeah.
Where do you see yourself in a couple of years from now?
Well, I
5 years.
see myself, not only like having a successful career, but definitely giving back to the community. I've always wanted to give back to the less fortunate in Oakland, like in the Bay Area, because I see a lot of homeless people out here, that's camping out, especially in San Francisco. And I definitely...
Aren't those people camping out just due to their own poor decisions? And why should we
Some
save
of them, but you got a lot of people that did have jobs and did have have an established life, but they lost it in some kind of way, like during the pandemic. So I definitely want to give back to those people, especially the kids. And,
Shout out to Nelva.
And I do want to give back to the kids in Africa as well. So I want to definitely give them the resources that we're blessed to have, and we don't realize it, but the kids like out in other foreign countries are less fortunate of. So they don't have a lot of resources that we have, like educational resources and survival resources, as far as like having clean water, having clothes, having food, and having a place to live. And I've always wanted to build like a small, like little, like community, like little small houses for like the homeless people as well.
Tiny house project sort of thing.
Now, a lot of your inspiration to do for others, is that based on that's what we're supposed to do if we're successful, or is there a religious motivation, or this is just me?
It's just from the heart, because I feel so bad for people that have to live out in the rain, like all the different 4 elements. And I definitely want to find a way to really help them by just, give them the resources that we're blessed with, but we take for granted most of the time. And I definitely want to give them some of the resources that we do have, and give them the knowledge that we do have already. And I definitely want to just, because there are times when I gave out money to the homeless that really need it, especially working in San Francisco. I see a lot of homeless people out there. It's just so sad, and like ever since like the pandemic happened, it just really progressed. I see like a lot of campers outside, and a lot of people with tents, and people just so like stressed out. So I would definitely want to give those people that actually need it something that they can something that's useful for them.
So Tommy has a question. Where are you going to get all of the resources for this giving? What's your game plan?
My game plan is not only to just, not only to get rich, but to really just, give back to the community.
Look at Mark Anthony.
Yeah, I know. Mark Anthony, he's always in there with the wild. He said the only time he'll contact, because first he said, what about Africans? And then he said, only time he'll contact the African is when he need help scamming.
No, not scamming. No.
Mark Anthony, that's his role in the comment section. That's what he does. He brings the humor all the time.
So the current film project that you're in, the Black Superhero, do you have any particular ideas on how you're going to market your role and basically capitalize off of the film?
Of course, I'm going to just share it to people that, share it, and hopefully I get people who actually support me, share the film as well. And definitely get some tips on how I can market it. And I don't want to seem like an opportunist or nothing, none of that. I just want to just share it. It's just something that I love to do. I love to act. So it doesn't matter what kind of film it is, like as long as I'm doing something that I love.
One thing a very successful actor told me is that There's no such thing as being an opportunist in Hollywood.
Mm-hmm.
You have to always look out for number one. That's why some people who are actors in films, they might even have a bit role. They will literally sometimes create posters for the film with themselves featured and marketed. And whoever's producing the film can't be mad at that because this is additional marketing for the film. But this is always an opportunity for a person to showcase themselves. In the entertainment business, what do they say? Think globally, but act locally. You always have to push your line. Noble sacrifice will get you nowhere.
Right.
Because you never know if the people you're dealing with are really sincere. So you always have to look out for number one. Always. Now, if in time they prove that they are sincere, then it's beautiful. But if they're not, you won't fail because you looked out for you.
Right. You gotta look out for you.
Okay. I like that. Sounds good. What was I gonna say? I don't know what I was gonna say.
Take your time.
It's probably going to be something wild, but
Something
go ahead
wild.
on and
Take
let it
your
rip.
time. It's okay. I'm ready.
Wow. It wasn't gonna
Deep
be
thought for a minute.
You have any questions?
Do I have any questions?
Yeah.
I'm just going with the flow. I'm just going with the
Go
flow.
on, man. Let it rip, man.
Hey, Melva, let us know when. Melva says she want to come on the show.
This tastes like
For
a
drinks.
sparkly.
Nova plan. She ain't coming.
Yeah, okay. I'm booking dates for so to be on the show. I'm constantly booking.
Yeah.
So
We
be in
booked all the way up
contact.
through February, y'all.
Yeah, I'm booking
Got a
dates
lot of
for
people
real. I'm
coming.
trying to have everything booked out far in advance so people can be ready. So, that's what we trying to network and do what we do here. That's what's up.
Well, Fly, since you don't have any questions, do you have any advice for a young lady that's trying to navigate her way through this entertainment business?
Yeah, just keep it 100. Just go with the same energy that you have like on January 1st when you set your goals to be like, all right, this year I'm about to do this, this, and this. Just that's the hardest thing to me about just pushing forward with anything is just like keeping that same energy daily and just kind of like the key is just like building off of momentum. You know what I mean? So that would be my advice. It sounds like you got a lot of good aspirations and whatnot, but it's just basically you trying to really get in this business. Just keep hitting it hard every day.
Right.
Every day.
Do all
So-
the podcasts you can do. You know what I mean? Meet all the people you can meet. Keep it going.
Definitely keep networking.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank
Because
you.
I saw you at the industry. Make sure I seen you here auditioning for us. You're on our project. You keep, like you said, keep networking, doing what you're doing.
And that's another thing that I want to say to like other up and coming actors or actresses. Just keep networking, connecting with people, and just soaking up any advice or knowledge that they give you. Because there's some people that've been in the industry for a very long time, and you definitely want to take in what they've learned so that you won't make the same mistakes that they've made. You want to be able to maneuver in this industry.
Definitely. So, and I'm gonna ask this question. You can answer this if you want to. He wants to know what's your career.
What my career is?
Yeah,
If you have to define it.
and trying to do with Kobe. And shooting the shot.
Oh, I just want to act. I want to
She
act.
wants to act. She ain't gonna tell you how she get the bag right now.
I want to act. I want to produce later on down the line. I'm currently writing right now. I'm taking classes for that. So I definitely want to act and do like some hosting every now and then, interview people on the red carpet. But other than that, I just want to act. That's just something I love to do.
And said, okay, he got it. Miss Taz, don't play. Thank you for
Hey,
tuning
what's
in.
up, Taz?
Thank you for tuning in as always.
One thing in regards to like the film that we're working on, the Black Superhero,
Yeah.
any idea that you have towards pushing it, or pushing the line, you should never be hesitant.
Right.
You should. And it's always better to ask for forgiveness than for permission. If you got some idea that you want to push, something you want to push, I always say go for it.
What's up, Vaughn?
Now, I can speak for myself. I'm always with anything that's going to push the line. Now, other producers and stuff like that, if they come and be like, hold on, wait a minute, or hold on, or anything like that, you got to understand, you got to look at it and be like, okay, what's your motivation? If I'm pushing myself and I'm pushing the line on this, what would be your hesitation?
Right.
Unless, because some people are very
Territorial about their project.
and control oriented, but you got to always say, hey, if I'm going to be part of it, you got to let me cook.
Well, that's
And when
the
you
thing.
bring me in, this is how I get down. So if you don't want somebody getting down like this, making their own posters, making their own flyers, if you don't want somebody getting down like this, then I'm not who you looking for. Because I've seen too many people make noble sacrifices
Yeah. Double-edged
or
sword. I get what you're
downplay
saying.
themselves.
Right.
And what ends up happening is either the project doesn't get pushed or it gets pushed and you don't get your credit. Because one thing about doing these entertainment projects is you have to be able to say, you have to always go into it on how can I benefit the project, but also how can the project benefit from me. So any of y'all out there working on any collaborations or creative stuff like that,
Right.
don't be on no noble sacrifice or what don't matter if I don't win as long as the project. No, fuck that. Make sure that it's always mutually beneficial. Anytime you're involved in something, you need to be able to say, okay, I can see how this wins and I can see how I win. So we both mutually benefit.
That's
If
right.
it's not mutual beneficial, or if it's not a mutual benefit, or somebody saying, hold on, baby, slow down, don't cook, hold on, let me do this, and you not getting your light, don't fuck with it. Don't fuck with nothing
I can't do
that you can't walk off on that shit and be like, yeah, I got my light too. Because people are trying to gaslight you and make you feel like you should fall back.
And Stu,
Oh,
like you
yeah.
said exactly.
Yeah.
We both need to
I
come
came
in.
across people.
And said you're very attractive. He said she's
Oh,
extremely
Jesus Christ.
attractive. Is
His
word.
last comment just
I know,
hurt my
I know.
feelings.
I know, because he went, yeah. And, you know, Ant always takes the train and goes way over here.
I
But
mean, he's
get what
always
saying.
niggerific with it.
Exactly. Niggarachi. That's my guy. But to the point, just like when I have guests or people on, and I have some that'll make their own posts or what about being on, which I'm great. I'm like, great. There's a part of me, like you said, I expect it, but I'll never tell people to do it because if you hungry,
Right.
Shout out to Vaughn.
you'll do it yourself. You'll make a post, a story, a reel, something saying, hey, y'all, I'm about to be on such and such, you know, because I'm going to make one. And then, like you said, I get, like I said, I agree with you 100% what you're saying. But I do understand the people that say, oh, don't let me do what. I get it. And me personally, I'm not tripping. But, you know, like I said, hey, you miss 100% of the shots you don't shoot.
I always, me personally, when I go into projects and stuff, I always want shit to be a win-win.
Right.
I want you to win, and I want me to win. I mean, if only one of us can win, then I want me to win. But I think we could both win, so I want it to be a win-win, always.
It's me and you till it's me or you.
I don't ever want anybody that works for me to feel like they have to downplay themselves or they have to dim their light. Because if the shoe is on the other foot, I'm damn sure not going to downplay me.
Oh, no.
I'm always first.
You know me,
out
I'm
the
normally
limo.
cocky. I can always speak up for myself.
And one thing I'll always tell a nigga quick, you want this shit to win? Shit, you
Better
need more
add
me.
me.
More me.
You see my post, I'll be like, nigga, get you with me. Nigga. And we ain't
Von
for the
Durant
timid,
wants to
and we
know if
ain't
you
for the
need a
weak.
date for tonight.
Not tonight.
That's my frat brother.
Not tonight. I just want to, chill.
So maybe tomorrow?
I would see what it look like.
Once again, she got to see what she look like. As wonderful a person as she is,
gotta
she's
see
definitely on
she
some.
gotta
She's
see the
definitely on
specs,
some
nigga.
superficial shit.
She gotta see
She
the
got a
specs.
weight limit. You can't be over 201 pounds. That's only if you 6'3". She got a weight to height ratio.
fun. It's
So you
about my
prefer sitcoms or reality shows? For the
Both.
dudes that want to sit down with you. Well,
Both.
which one do you prefer?
Ooh. Probably sitcoms.
She's a big fan of the Martin
What
Show.
type of movies do you like? You like action, adventure?
Action, suspense, mystery.
So you like all of them?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. We got heavy squeak.
Yeah.
Kind of like Equalizer.
Okay.
That's action, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Now, how do you feel
All right,
about the IG models and stuff like that? Because as an actress, I noticed when you look at your profile, most of your pictures are headshots. You don't necessarily seem to show off any skin or full profile pictures.
I show that off on my personal IG page.
Mm-hmm.
But with IG models, it's cool, but it's nothing like, like the fashion models from back in the day. Like, I grew up watching Naomi Campbell, Iman, Tyra Banks.
So you're bougie.
I wouldn't say bougie, but that's just natural beauty to me. I loved watching Iman and Naomi Campbell as well, because and Tyra, because they all represent natural beauty, and they didn't have to do too much.
Get the door.
They didn't have to do too
Yo,
much
Rock.
to consider themselves
I'm going with
beautiful.
Never mind.
And they just wore all of their stuff,
Might be Reese.
just so beautiful.
But they're from a different era. They're in a different era where you could be in a ball gown. Right now, we got like Iggy Azalea is a platinum rapper. She just was nude on the OnlyFans, and a lot of actresses and stuff like that. So as an
I wouldn't watch it, but
as an actress in this modern era, do you feel the need to
not digging that. at
show
all.
skin, to get on the OnlyFans, or to make your IG kind of risque?
Showing skin, you guys can do whatever you want, but I probably wouldn't prefer that.
So she's conservative.
I will show a little bit of skin, but in a tasteful manner.
There you go.
Yeah.
So you're saying these other chicks are classless hoochies? Is that what you're saying?
I wouldn't say that they're classless. It's not really their fault. It's probably, I would say like
Right,
the
Stop
industry
that,
is
Tommy.
the industry is probably promoting that.
Sex
They
sells.
probably really wouldn't want to do that. But
Because we see Chloe
they do that in
Bailey.
the industry.
Chloe Bailey is basically wearing just floss right now on her, just a strip of cloth on
Think
her
about
IG.
it. I mean, universally, sex sells.
so
And
you're refusing?
I wouldn't say I'm refusing. I mean, I don't really I'm not against it or anything because everybody is grown. It's not like it's an underage person doing it. Now I get it if it's an underage person doing it. But
R. Kelly's.
Chloe Bailey is grown. She's around my age. So I think she looks very beautiful.
But she's practically nude, and like Deshaun just said,
But
sex
she-
sells. How do you feel to what he just said?
We are in a generation where sex does sell, unfortunately. So, there's some people. What?
Mark Anthony said his
Mark
wife
Anthony.
has to be ready at any time to hop on OnlyFans. Rent is good. So basically, you're saying you would never do OnlyFans, and anybody that does do OnlyFans, they're going to hell, right?
No, it's just not for me. I don't care what other people do, but it's just not for me.
There you go.
So-
Exactly. Much respect.
But even though you say it's not for you, when you look around and and I can vouch for this, you have a certain level of talent when it comes to acting. And you're putting in your work. But when you look up at somebody that you might feel is lesser talented to you or not grinding as hard as you, but because they're on OnlyFans and they're having, say, 10 times the success that you're having, are you going to be noble enough to say, you know what, I'm just going to stick to my path? Or are you going to say, you know what, I got to compete?
I'm just gonna stick to my path. I don't compete against anybody. I compete against myself.
But you do have goals, though, right?
Yeah,
And if you find yourself not being able to meet those goals unless you do
you gotta
compromise,
work harder. You gotta work harder. You have to work harder. You just have to basically critique yourself and basically just see what you can work on, so that way you can do better than what you did the last time. You know, like, it's like what Aaliyah was saying. Like, I don't never compete against anybody. I always compete against myself. Because, you know, you want to do better than what you did the last time. You want to stay in your own lane.
True.
Taz in the comments says they looking at the booty. How do you feel about that when someone just reduces you to a booty?
That's on them, as long as they don't get it. It's all about self-respect.
There you go.
So she's classist and she's bougie.
So when you wear them leggings and your booty's out, and a man should happen to see that, he not getting it.
You can look, but you can't touch.
Okay. You should not. Yeah, you should not violate a woman. I'm against that one.
You go in the
Unless she's
grocery
in a
store.
strip club.
You go in the grocery store. The fruit, the melons, the peaches, the plums, the nectarines.
No, my point is,
are all on display.
because women
But
say
you
that
gotta
a lot,
buy 'em.
right? They wear the stuff that they know we gonna look at and we gonna love to see. But then, I'm not talking about touching, but I'm saying that might incline you to want to say something, want to get active. You might want to be, you know what I'm saying, bringing her ramen in the morning because of that. You know what I'm saying?
Don't forget the sriracha. Don't forget the sriracha.
Have you really tried to win? Get the sriracha.
Nigga, get a sriracha. Nigga, hey, it's hella niggas like, nigga, I'm investing in a sriracha farm. Niggas Googling, how do I get wholesale sriracha? Sriracha.
Mark
But
Anthony says, how do you feel about the women who took the meetings with Weinstein?
Took the meetings with Weinstein. It's a little intense. A little intense. I really don't know what to say about that. I would just say it's a little intense.
In your experience in the industry, has anybody tried to bring you to the casting couch?
Or one person, but I'm not gonna say any names, but like.
Why not? Let's air niggas out. But anyway, keep going.
But I don't wanna
don't
do
you?
all that bullshit. But other than that, at first he said he wanted to do like, I think this is when I first got started.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like about 18 or 19. He wanted me to do like some headshots or something at a garden somewhere, and he changed it to his house. And then my parents got involved. It was like, oh no, we're not having this.
Mm-hmm.
And to be honest, like, I told him like, oh, I'm gonna be going to a garden to get some headshots. But then I was like, I don't have a good feeling about this. But then I asked him, like, are we still going to this garden? And he's like, oh no, we're gonna go to our house. But I was like,
See, if my daughter talk about she going to get some headshots, I'm like, hold up, that don't even sound right.
Well,
yeah,
in the industry, we know what headshots are. I need to take some action.
right.
But yeah,
But I ended up, later on getting some headshots from a real photographer that I knew.
Reputable.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm thinking back shots. I'm not even.
yeah.
My man wilding right now.
You thinking 3 minutes into the back massage?
Yeah, on the bearskin rug.
Yeah. With a bowl of
But
pressed yogurt.
here's the thing. Here's the moral dilemma. When you're here on this local level, it's easy to be like, hey, nigga, you got me fucked up. Don't come at me like that. But let's say it is a Harvey Weinstein. It is the type of person that, next thing you know, there's a $50 million film starring you, and you're now in a position where, oh, I could do this for the rest of my life. I never have to work a regular job. I never have to do anything. Like, now the door is truly open for me to not only provide for myself, but to provide for my family. Do you still have the same ability to tell the nigga to fuck off?
My dignity is way more important.
There it is.
My dignity is way more important. I'd rather have my dignity and my self-respect than to go on and make the decision.
Tommy?
Than to go on and make the decision and then have to have that black mark on
She
it.
talking about
me. So, yeah.
Gotta be. See, I be talking about you.
She ain't talking about me.
I be talking about you.
Tommy,
Tommy,
you ain't
you
talking. Clarify, Tommy. You ain't talking about me.
I just think it's important for women to definitely have their dignity and their self-respect.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes the money is not worth it. you got a lot of women. They target women that really like came from like broken homes or like broken backgrounds, and they look for women that are desperate. But if they come across a woman like myself that has self-respect and dignity, and they're not willing to give that up for any kind of money, then they suddenly become very intimidated. So sometimes the money is not worth it. My self-respect is not worth it. And on top of that, you don't know if they got diseases or not.
So you're basically saying that even though you're an artist,
that way,
you're not willing.
Tommy said the guy next to you.
So you're
Next to who?
Man, about me. So basically, these niggas wildin'. So basically, what you're saying that in regards to being an artist, artistic integrity is paramount to you. Correct?
My dignity, yeah.
Okay.
That's what's up.
And a lot of y'all got to understand that
Right.
when you get in
Respect
this business, you got to have principles and boundaries.
Because you said back shot.
And be willing to and you gotta have principles and boundaries, but you also have to understand that sometimes they're going to be tested. So
yeah, but you should test all the.
You gotta prepare yourself. Like I was watching this movie about this Elton John character, right?
Oh yeah.
And one of the things in there is that one of the dudes that he had met, it was like a 60s R&B singer that's like, hey man, they're going to give you everything that it takes to destroy you. So, you know, if you're going to get in this game, you got to be, prepared for that.
That's why sometimes with these music artists or like these actors, you never hear from them again after their one-hit stuff. Because, you know, they have respect for themselves and they have their dignity still. They didn't give that up for any fame or fortune. Like, they rather have their self-respect and dignity and be happy than to give that up and have the money, have all the money in the world and all the fame in the world and be miserable.
Exactly.
So,
or they do the opposite.
You won't catch me on no P-Valley. You won't catch me on no Brokeback Mountain. You won't catch me on no.
Yeah, because some people do embrace that lifestyle and this.
Ain't wearing no dress. Ain't wearing no wigs. Ain't no snapping no fingers. I'm not playing none of them roles.
Because there's certain aspects of Hollywood that will challenge your principles and will challenge your integrity.
Yes.
I've never had anything in Hollywood that's challenged me on like a physical level, but I have had situations where I've written scripts and I've been proud of it and had executives tell me, oh, you got to make this ratchet or it's got to compromise it in a way outside the vision and stuff. So I've had that. So the way that Hollywood challenges you is not always necessarily how they come at me. It's not necessarily how they're going to come at Flodge or how they're going to come at Chisel or this and that. But at some point in your career, if you're trying to do this entertainment, there's gonna come a moment, it might be physical, it might be moral, or whatever, but there's always gonna come a moment that's going to challenge your integrity and how you stand on that. But the flip side to that, though, is that I've told this story before. I had a moment that challenged my integrity, and I stood strong. And then a few months later, when I was struggling with a couple bills, I really, honest to God, wished that I didn't have that integrity because I could have used that dough.
But at the end of the day,
the other way around.
At the end of the day, you gotta think about it. If they come, if they come right now and say, "I give you," well, let me preface this. Everybody has a price, which I've always said. Everybody has a price. You don't know what that price is till that price is put in front of you. And that price is not always monetary. But when it comes to those situations, whether it's putting on a dress in a movie as a dude, playing an alphabet character, a role that goes against everything you believe in. And then I'm not knocking nobody's orientation, but I'm just saying, when it comes to your moral fiber and your chakras, how they align inside of you, going outside of that, the ramifications of that is bigger than most people realize in their common short-sightedness. Because you could play a role, I'll use remember Saved by the Bell? You had the one pilgrim chick who went and made the one movie, the stripper-like movie with Gary Plummer, dude from Richmond. She played the sexy stripper and whatever it was, yeah. And didn't hear nothing from her after that. Saved by the Bell, she was one of the main characters. She went and made that movie where they thought they was gonna put her out there, and she put herself out there.
And Plummer was in there.
Yeah, and it was Tank City after that. So, was it because the movie was trash? Because the movie was trash. But or was it
bad?
Or was it because she put herself out there and because she was a teenage, I'll air quote sensation when I say this because you know Hollywood puts these labels on us, but she went to the extreme opposite, and the shit didn't bite. Now it didn't bite because what? Did she feel so bad and afterwards of like, damn, this really wasn't because you went from typecast being the good clean high school girl, which happens with some people. Some people get typecasted, and you figure you got to go completely opposite of that to break this quote unquote stigma. So I mean, that movie, that shit, that was a fucking super flop. I'm sorry, y'all sucked in that movie, but it was what it was.
My cousin Kenneth, shout out to my cousin Kenneth here.
What's
He
up,
says
Ken?
you can offer me $5 million tomorrow if I put on a dress and I won't do it.
Thank
So
you.
I
I'm
can't
not
be
putting on a
bored,
dress.
trying
Right.
to put a woman. The word
His
he can't be
individuals are
bought,
important.
put on the dress.
I'm
And
not
I
wearing
feel
no
you 100% because somebody wants to ask me that question like, oh, what if they got a role putting you in a dress, right?
I'm not wearing no
And
dress.
I was like,
I'm a man.
I got a grandson.
I'm a man and I don't
who looks at
manscape.
me like I'm this really epic
Only
dude,
by,
right?
like holding a woman's purse.
I couldn't see no scenario where I could explain to him, oh, well, they gave me a bunch of money.
Exactly.
So I just couldn't do it because I know that not only like him,
Ain't no
there's
Wu-Tang
lots-
food. Ain't no
some of my
none of that
movies have
shit.
got millions of views. So I know that there's young black folks
No Miss
all across the
Doubtfire.
map looking at me.
Ain't no
So
none of that shit.
I can't compromise.
I ain't gonna be able to do it.
Even if I need the bread, I couldn't do something like put on a dress or something like that because there's too many young black
Right.
men that's looking at me as the way.
As a fact.
So I can't
I'm not.
turn around and be like, oh, y'all, I just did it for the bag.
I'm not playing Miss Doubtfire. I'm not playing Big Mama's House.
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
can't
playing 6 Degrees of Separation. Remember that?
Now,
None of
Big
that
Mama's
shit.
House was
It
cool.
ain't happening. I'm sorry.
Chaz say you ain't gonna hold your woman purse.
Man, it gotta be like I got like a 30-second time.
I'm
limit.
that's the thing. I'm looking for a man, but I'm sorry. I'm just being real
Isis
with you.
says you'll
I
hold it.
tell I'm like, hey, look,
30 seconds.
I'm not holding your purse forever. I'm not here to be a purse holder because I'm not an accessory.
If I gotta hold the purse, I'm gonna go sit on the bench in the mall and be like, "Oh, we
If
trying to go
I
here."
gotta
Like,
hold-
no, I'm not moving.
if I gotta
I'm
hold your
gonna
purse,
sit
you don't
here
need
with
to
the
purse.
purse. I'm not moving up and through the
I'm
mall.
gonna hold it for a little bit while you're doing something, but I'm not, what I look like sitting there, 6 foot plus, 200 plus pounds.
Would you carry the bag
God.
through the mall?
The bags?
Yeah, I carry the bags.
I
Okay.
carry the bags of what I bought. For me. Shit. I don't go to the mall and shop like that though.
Oh my God.
I hate shopping with a woman. My wife
Really?
tell you, I hate.
Yeah,
I'm gonna tell you right now. I was
I'm not gonna
traumatized. I was traumatized as a kid when I was to go shopping with my mom.
Oh,
I'm
I
traumatized.
You
know
know,
where you come from.
Spend. I go up every aisle, going this and that. Oh, try this on. I'm traumatized as a kid when it comes to shopping.
Yeah.
I'm a dude. I go wherever I'm shopping. I'm going straight to where I'm going.
And
Don't get me
pick up
wrong.
that.
I'm gonna grab what I'm grabbing. I might look at some shit, grab, and I'm gone. All that go back this way. Oh, these.
you out the mall in 15 minutes.
I'm gonna go. I'm purposeful. It's just like with relations. I'm purposeful. I got a mission. I
not
go
gonna
attain
see
the
what else
mission.
they got.
I ring the bell, and I ring the bell a few times, and I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I'm purposeful.
Mark Anthony says, "Nigga, hand me that dress."
Nah, I'm cool.
My thing is this: if we finna do hella shopping, I'm gonna hand you the cards
Oh yeah.
with the pin number, and
I
I'm
wouldn't
gonna
carry-
be sitting right here when you're done.
Taz said I
Don't
wouldn't
be
carry the
great.
Victoria's Secret bag.
I'm
the
not
Victoria's
going
Secret
in
bag.
and out. I'm not going in and out hella stores for you.
Right.
I mean, I might go to Victoria's
I
Secret with you.
hate that shit.
Right.
I'm like I said, I'm
I'll
traumatized
carry
as a
some
kid.
damn Victoria's
I
Secret
go
bags
shopping,
out
but
there.
we go. I be like,
Shit.
dude,
If you
come
got
on,
that many
dude.
Would you
bags
take
where I gotta
forever?
carry some of
I
them
hate that
motherfuckers,
shit.
be in
Oh,
a
me
good
too.
place.
I hate that
understand.
shit.
I understand.
I hate that shit.
Look at that Victoria's Secret, or what's the other one? Susie's or whatever.
Ooh, I like Fenty.
Fenty, I'm gonna
All
tell
right,
y'all.
we gotta be honest.
Okay, all that's nice and dandy. I'm gonna give you the sexiest thing a woman could wear. I'm gonna give you both of them.
Ariana.
Y'all ready? The sexiest thing a woman could wear
Mm-hmm.
is my T-shirt and the smile I put on both her lips.
Oh.
Damn, that got the all.
That's the sexiest thing
You
a
been
woman could wear.
hardcore for an hour, but that got
T-shirt.
the. Oh.
That
that got the all.
That's the sexiest thing a woman could wear.
I mean, she's comfortable. Why not?
Yeah. Give me my hoodie back.
or a jersey.
Yeah, a hoodie,
I like
T-shirt.
I like
hoodie.
wearing a jersey. I like
Yeah.
wearing a jersey.
Mm.
Like one of them.
Oh, God, he dead. Taz say don't. Taz say put your cup down. Okay, for which one of us? Because I know I'm feeling it right
Well,
now.
what's the sexiest thing a woman could wear?
My imagination.
Okay.
A hat, nigga. Nothing else, just a hat. And maybe some sandals. I got
Damn.
some sandals.
Oh, yeah, me too. I love
Yeah.
some damn
Yeah.
heels, boy.
Oh, you like heels?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Oh
okay.
yeah.
Heels is cool.
Yeah, you had a little tone in your voice when you said that. What does that
I think
mean?
she
I
contemplated.
like slides. Actually.
She said,
Slide
you like heels, huh?
down.
Did you just picture yourself in some
Slides
heels
is
when you
cool,
said
but
that?
she
Because you had a
like-
little timbre in you had a little echo in your voice when you said that.
Probably stilettos.
Okay, all right.
I'll
Okay.
be talking.
This nigga Anthony said the
But I
sexiest
like
thing
wearing
she could
slides
wear is
around
a
the house,
dress shirt.
like Nike slides.
What?
So, yeah.
She said she was a tomboy. You heard that?
Yeah.
If you're some Nike slides, he's gonna put you out.
No, I ain't gonna push you out, but
Let me put a speaker. But what if her toes is done? They manicured. Their toes is well done.
if the toes look good, we in there.
All right.
If them motherfuckers look like
Have you gotten a
crow's feet,
pedicure lately?
I do my own pedicure.
Oh, okay.
I save money.
uh-oh.
And do you happen to own some Nike
She's for the
slides?
bag.
Yeah, I do. Well,
Okay.
I actually have like some affordable. It's like another brand of slides, but they're affordable.
Like some what, some Crocs or something? What is it?
It's another kind of.
Don't
brand.
show up in Crocs. That's not sexy.
No, not Crocs.
Okay.
They got some high heel
Crocs is
Crocs
cool,
I seen the
but
other day. I said,
what?
what the hell?
No, but it's another brand. I forgot the name. I got it from Target.
High heel Crocs. I just thought about
This
that.
nigga said high heel Crocs.
Only in San Francisco where you see some shit like that.
High heel Crocs.
A chick
Man, you
with
wildin'
some
right now. Is
high
that for
heel-
real?
Who the fuck got
Is
some
that
high
for
heel
real?
Crocs? Yeah.
Okay.
They've had on some high heel
Some
Crocs.
Are you familiar with high heel Crocs?
Those are ugly to me.
Or would you be willing to
sorry.
wear high heel
No.
Crocs for the right occasion?
No,
Crocs
those-
are
I don't even like high heel
abomination.
Jordans.
Crocs is bona fide nurse shoes.
Have you seen the high heel Jordans?
Taz, put a picture up. Let's
The high heel
prove it.
Jordans?
No.
Those are so-
Damn, she done went from some Nike slides to
Right.
some high heel Jordans.
I don't like those. I like this. I like the
Oh, yeah, we talking about high heel
Chad
Crocs.
over here
now.
got some
Now, my
Crocs on his
favorite
shit.
is the sneaker wedges. I love those.
Oh, God.
Okay,
I used
okay.
to wear those in high school when it came out.
Sneaker wedges.
I think I still have a pair.
I don't even know what those are. I don't
So did you show up with just the sneaker wedges on or a full
know what
outfit?
these are.
Full outfit with the sneaker wedges.
Okay.
You know.
As long as they got leggings on the top of them,
Okay.
I'm pretty much okay.
I got a question for you. Scenario.
What?
Tell us your typical, what would be date night scenario? Like a great date night scenario for you.
Oh, I would like to go to like a Japanese restaurant, like.
Do they cook it in front of you and do all that type of stuff?
Yeah, just having a great conversation, and just a
Yeah,
long
she's trying to
conversation
book
as we're like
sushi.
eating like some sushi or whatever, and I would love something like that.
Okay.
So now, let's say we go to Benihana. Everything's going well, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, the great conversation and the man cutting up the stuff and he don't cut his finger off, this and that. Do you then, when y'all get back to the spot, do you then say, hold on, let me get comfortable and come back with just the sneaker wedges on? Or is there more going to be involved?
I wouldn't really wear the sneaker wedges, but if I'm gonna get comfortable, I'm gonna be probably barefoot or like have like some slides on and a jersey, and probably cuddle up with him, watch a little movie.
Mm-hmm.
So have a little wine.
So y'all hear that, fellas? A little Japanese food where they cut it up in front of y'all and some good conversation, and be 6 foot
Don't be
tall,
cutting up no hot dogs.
and not be and don't look like Jimmy Walker, and you get the jersey and slides treatment.
See, Taz, you've been here, you'd have had a drink with us. Because we got plenty of that. So, I know you was talking about, you was big on sriracha, so you said Japanese food. So, wasabi or sriracha?
Ooh, it depends. I have to have wasabi on sushi. Nothing else.
And what about on your top
You
ramen?
mix it with the soy sauce?
Not the top
And the ginger?
ramen. That's not good to me. I like the sriracha.
Pho? You go.
So now you
Ooh,
done got 2 fries
oh.
at top ramen.
Pho, I would love to have sriracha on there. I always put sriracha on there.
Okay.
Mm.
It's pho, not pho.
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 That's the pho.
It's pho.
Oh, it's pho.
My number is pho. So
A lot of people say pho. I noticed.
It's pho.
Uh-huh.
It's black people say pho.
Pho. It's pho.
Because the
I know
F
it,
is
yeah.
the P-H-O.
P-H-O.
Yeah.
P-H-O-A.
Pho.
It's pho. Okay.
Taz, you see me? You see me? I'm trying to put these niggas in position. You know, now they gotta. I done lined everything up. They gotta
Hey.
just come in now and
That's what we
execute.
do.
Turn
You
into
know what I'm
a
saying?
damn,
We trying to promote.
site
Mhm.
type of thing. Yeah.
Okay. So, I got one for you.
Questions to
Should,
ask
should
for these.
fuck, marry, kill? Let's see.
Yeah. Will you fuck
Trying to
them?
think.
Will you marry them? Or
Fuck,
will
marry,
you kill
kill.
them?
3 people and you got to.
Jimmy Walker.
No.
Fuck, marry,
no,
kill.
no, no. Give us some good choices. No.
Damn. Jimmy Walker, legend.
Fuck, marry, kill.
There.
You ready? Fuck, marry, kill.
Okay.
Tay Diggs, Lorenz Tate, Morris Chestnut.
And a
Ooh.
cancer man.
Oh, Lord. You can't give me no rappers?
Lil Durk.
These are some rappers. No, I give you those.
I would probably marry Morris Chestnut. Fuck Lorenz Tate and kill the other one.
Damn.
Yeah, Tay Diggs. Murder.
Kill Tay
Somebody
Diggs.
look like a
Okay.
dweeb.
Okay.
That's not my type. Give me some
Because he's
rappers.
short.
Give me some rappers that are like
Lil
popping
Durk
right
and
now.
Drake.
Oh, Durk and Drake.
No, you need 3. Fuck, marry, kill.
And Drew Down.
Who the hell is you now?
Don't say
Oh, God. Oh, Lord.
hold on. Wait, hey, y'all. Hey, don't.
Oh,
You
wow.
said you hella hate mail. Hey, y'all.
Oh,
We
wow.
hold on. Pause. Time out. We gonna.
Yeah.
She didn't say that. She didn't mean that. She likes older men. That's right, Taz.
She like older men. She said, who is Drew Down?
So, okay, another version of fuck, marry, kill.
Jay-Z.
No, don't count him. He's married.
There's no matter. Fuck, marry, kill.
Give me Kevin Gates.
Okay, Kevin Gates. This is going to be interesting.
Okay.
Kevin Gates.
That eat a booty nigga?
Some women like the groceries ate. But I ain't here. We won't do that. You know what I'm saying?
Talk to us.
Squirters-
Kevin Gates.
And
What's
squirters
up?
go to heaven. Okay.
She didn't answer. Kevin Gates.
Kevin. Oh, well, fuck, marry, kill. We gotta give it 3, nigga.
Okay.
Kevin Gates. Let me see. Okay, Kevin Gates,
Little baby.
Lil Baby, and Da Baby.
No, baby. Oh, I'll probably marry Kevin Gates.
Oh, well, how we guess that one? Come on, give her somebody else. She
no.
didn't ask for him.
No. Probably marry him. Fuck the baby and kill little baby.
The baby's like 5'1". Y'all would have some midget
No.
kids.
No.
Alrighty then.
We gave you 2.
Somebody said you nasty in the comments.
Who said that?
I missed that one. Let me see.
Yeah, Mark Anthony, I'm with you. She said, "Who is Drew Down?" Oh Lord, your homework assignment for this weekend is listen
Well,
to
I
Drew
don't keep
Down.
up with these young rappers.
Drew Down is 50 years old.
Okay.
I'm a more of a visual person.
Rowdy Rich,
There you go.
Polo G, or 21 Savage?
21 Savage would be the first one.
First one, what?
Married.
Mm.
What's the other one too?
Polo G and 21 Savage.
Sure.
No, I said 21 Savage.
Roddy Rich.
Ooh. Roddy Rich will be kill the last one.
You kill Polo G? Polo G, my nigga. He making moves out here. That's the nigga you want to marry.
Hey,
I didn't got 3
everybody
platinum albums.
Everybody got their own.
You was my dog, I'd be like, nigga, Polo G, y'all better get it cracking.
That's what's up.
So you got the type. You like them short and angry.
No, I like them tall.
You like tall niggas.
I like them tall with tattoos.
You they can hold her up and walk
Different.
around the house.
You like
and-
basketball players?
It depends.
Who's your favorite basketball player?
Oh, I have a couple.
Who's your favorite?
I like. Does it have to be at all times or right now?
Anytime. It's your favorite.
Yeah,
It's
you
just,
like that,
when you
who
say
you
your
like?
favorite, it's according to you.
I know you ain't gonna say Kareem Abdul-Jabbar or nobody.
If you
I like-
do, I'm looking at you.
No, I like Blake Griffin.
He looks funny.
Yeah, but
And
Beige.
then him, Ginger.
And the beige,
Ginger.
beige ass nigga.
And then red haired
And
nigga.
Mike
Okay.
Diddy, beige,
Blake
off color niggas.
Steph Curry.
nah, Steph Curry's married.
Man, if he wasn't married, all them dudes got wives.
But
Mhm, of
but you
some
know,
sort.
I always respect the guys that have wives. You know, I'm like I don't want to say their names.
So there's no married man on earth that you would get it in like, fuck her, I don't know her.
Nah. And
Not
you know,
one.
Steph Curry's not my type. He's cool. I'm
But
sure.
what married man would you get it in with?
Ooh, a married man who I would get it in with? Oh, probably
We finna get into her primal urges.
Morris Chestnut.
Okay.
I like how he looked in the Boys in the Hood.
Dark skinned niggas for the win.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we
He's
run.
from the hood.
We run the world.
Mhm.
Dark skinned niggas for the win.
He's 6 foot, he's from the hood. Okay, fits your time. I don't know if he got
Dark-skinned niggas
tattoos,
from the-
but okay, I
No
see your
Klay
type.
Thompson?
Now, Clay Thompson looks
What's
like
up,
John
kid?
B.
He looks like
I was
John
fucking
B.
with him 'cause
To me,
he
he
said
does.
dark skin.
He do.
He
Yeah,
knows.
yeah, hoop ass John B.
Yeah.
So is he banging your friend?
No,
Let's
no,
spread
no,
this
no,
rumor.
no.
Don't
No,
start
I think
that.
he's like his cousin or something. So
Okay.
But you was gonna get it in with Kid Cudi, so you got like a wide
with
chase.
Kid Cudi. No,
You be going there.
I don't want to get it in with him. I just thought he was a nice guy.
Nice guys finish last.
Hey, you supposed to. Nice
Wiz
guys finish
Khalifa,
last.
Snoop Dogg.
No.
or
Somebody
Lil Wayne.
wants to know how you
No,
feel
I
about
actually-
Dennis Rodman.
Ooh.
Now I like those three. They're cool.
How do you feel about Dennis Rodman? He's tall, he's got tattoos.
No, he's a little too old, and he seemed like an interesting person to talk to.
But he was younger, so you saying if Dennis Rodman was younger,
No.
you and him would be an item.
No.
That's what you're saying?
No, he doesn't come off as like a boyfriend to me. He would come off like as like a big brother. Yeah.
So in other words, fellas, when you dating her and she says, "Oh, he's just a friend," or "He's like a brother to me,"
Keisha.
head for the
I just
door.
responded. I was gonna talk about the police chief. But we having fun. We going on 2 hours. I don't even want to go on all that.
Huh?
Next week,
I'm very
Keisha,
picky
we got
as
some
well.
I
But
wanna
so,
know
but if
all
you
that.
tell your boyfriend he's like a friend to you, this guy's like a friend to you, is that code for he's tall with tattoos?
Now he's my best friend. He's my best friend.
Friend zone.
No,
So you're saying you've never cheated on your boyfriend?
I would never cheat on my boyfriend.
You've never cheated on a boyfriend ever?
No.
Never an overlapping
No.
relationship?
No.
Okay.
100% fidelity.
100%.
Everyone that
I got a
cheated on
question.
you,
I had somebody cheat on me before.
and you didn't cheat back.
During
I
the
just
break.
dump 'em. I just dump 'em.
But you accepted the cheating at first, right?
No, I didn't know about it.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So she's saying if you cheat on her, fellas, she'll kill you in your sleep.
No, I was just
Genuine
dumping.
kindness.
Oh.
My
I let
absence.
somebody else, I let that side bitch do the chilling.
There you
Do
go.
the killing. So I'm not about to get no criminal record.
You wouldn't even slap him, confront him, anything like
I
that?
have slapped him.
Oh, you're
So
violent.
you're abusive.
So I got a question. That some of
It's not
these.
abusive, it's just a warning not to ever do that to me again. And just
So if he said he wouldn't do it no more, he's good, right? You can forgive.
Oh no, I'm just gonna dump you.
So you like that
He's
Krishan chick and
Oh
Blueface?
no,
Wait a
no,
minute. So you gonna beat him up,
Violence.
tell him not to do it again?
So you
and then
violent.
dump him?
no.
Some
I'm
of just
not
like
gonna do
violence.
it.
I'm not with that shit.
I was
Just
like,
leave
no,
me.
I'm just gonna.
Fuck
I'm
all
not
that.
gonna ever let that happen to me again. That's what I want to say.
So I got a question
In
for
general.
you that I'm pretty sure the men that's watching, and in general, because especially with next month being, y'all celebrate Valentine's Day, but I don't celebrate Valentine's Day. But anyway, are you the type of woman that'll shoot your shot? See, y'all
It depends.
ask the right question.
It depends, because like I said, I'm very picky. For me, it's like being picky with food, because I'm very picky with food.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like
You
for
eat
me,
top ramen with sriracha, you're not too picky. But anyway,
well,
keep
it's
going.
occasionally. Occasionally.
So if you saw a dude that looked, everybody has a twin. If you saw a dude at a bar, you with your homegirls, you drinking this E40, you feeling good, you see a dude who looks dead on Kevin Gates, and he's sitting right next to you, since that's who you said you like, and he's being shy, or do you break the ice and try to get him to talk so you could get the number, or do you try to get the number?
I shoot the shot calmly. I was just starting off with a conversation, and then eventually the number will fall into my lap, or the exchange will fall into my lap.
She said what she said. She said the number will fall into her lap.
So he looks like Kevin Gates, and he reminds you of Kevin Gates. He's only going to get the phone number, or is he going to get the jersey?
Kish, you wouldn't shoot your shot?
The phone number.
As you
Yeah,
need a
you wanna get some
Valentine,
romance
we
first.
gonna do a Valentine's
No
right.
one night stands for you?
I don't do one night stands.
Keisha.
2 night stands.
Keisha, you don't shoot your shot?
As a pair. Yeah, y'all women.
So Keisha says she likes to
This
be
how
chased.
this
You
how a
like to
woman
be
shoot her
chased?
shot. I thought about you, and you should have felt it.
So you are willing to chase a man, or you need to be chased only? Keisha only
I
likes
need-
to be chased.
I need to be chased.
Nothing wrong with chasing,
And the
but
crazy thing about Keisha is that even if she likes a man,
Mhm.
she's not going to chase him. She's willing to
To
miss
miss
out on
out?
that opportunity.
you gonna miss out.
Are you willing to miss out?
I'm not willing to miss out. I don't really like to chase after
I
men,
ain't saying
but
chase.
I would probably walk past. I would say.
So you'll put yourself in position to be hollered at.
All right, Miss Taz, I hear
I
you.
don't really like to call it that. I would probably say, let's just say approach. I think that's the classier way to say it. Approach.
Yeah, it's not chase. See, I don't want. Yeah, let me be very clear. I don't mean chasing. You doing everything to get this nigga's attention. No, women, do y'all? Because women shoot their shot, and I'm married, but I'm just saying. I think a woman that's confident enough to shoot her shot in a nice way, I think that shit is ultra sexy. Cause she like, nigga, what's up?
Now, as long as you don't do it aggressively, then I think that's a
depends.
turn-off. I
So
think
they have to be timid?
I would say probably, nice and mellow, classy.
Like Keisha, for instance, says men sometimes
Say
feel like
you hard
she's
to
hard
read.
to read. Do you make your interest obvious, or do you play mysterious and the nigga has to read you?
I play mysterious.
See, and that's
So what if he's not getting the clue?
the hint. Yeah,
Then what do you do?
cause
Then, of
Because
course,
Keisha's
I'll
willing to let him walk.
this nigga
You
might
willing to let
be
him
with
walk
it. He
away?
just might be
I'll probably
shy.
just approach.
Yeah.
I'll probably approach.
So you're not gonna let him just walk away. If he's not getting it, you'll let him know.
Well,
Hey,
because so many women will stare at you, show you all the right signs, do all that, and then, hey, oh, sorry, I'm married. You be like, bruh.
Hey,
So
she
a lot
said
of
she just said
times-
stop speaking for her.
I'm a
A
speak
lot
for
of
her.
times men just be like, man, she playing.
That's the mistake that men make.
Like she
Speaking
really
for
like
women.
saying something. You know?
So yeah, like I just think like dudes, and not all, because there are no absolutes, but what dude want to get turned down, especially if you feeling the female?
Yeah.
You like, man, you want to go up and say
But
something.
I honestly like a man that's like
The
mad
confidence?
come to me.
Oh yeah, I get
I'm
it.
like, I want that.
Yeah, but I'm
But
not putting my
and
back
and
on the top of
and,
it.
hey, because that's the thing. And this, I think, and this is just me looking from the outside, because you know, I'm the old dude on the Muppet Show in the balcony looking down at everybody trying to do shit. And I
Taz, you
just
do
be
be
like,
looking mean, but then when you smile,
yeah,
it's day
it's
one.
mean, because and you females be biting dudes' heads off like the praying mantis and the Black Widows. So dudes, I just think that dudes wouldn't want to be in a situation where some female trying to front them off when they really just trying to say hey. And then remember, women got this fuck nigga freak, fuck. You know, everybody's a fuck boy, and it's
Your
like
favorite rapper.
I was like, nigga, what happened to
Glow
niggas
River.
just being cool dudes, just to be like, hey, how you
Area
doing?
women.
You know,
Oh,
man.
yeah.
And you got females, you got certain females that fuck it up for everybody. Because even when I wasn't single, I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm humble and I'm cocky. I have a cockiness to me, but also I have a humble side. So where I'll be like, I might be one, but then if I got a cocky side that goes full steam at times. It just depends.
I will say this, like,
I couldn't be
is kind of
single
like
right
my
now.
energy right now. Like, I'm just focused
nigga
on
free.
me. I'm
Okay.
just focused on me. You know, I definitely respect her because I'm like, okay, she's giving us motivation to like really like focus on ourselves.
Because women are the new niggas.
Yeah.
Me, I'm so clueless that unless you show up with a plate of ramen
What's up?
and just a hat on, I'm
That's
not
vibes.
gonna get it. So, you know,
Hit me
like
over the
Keisha
head like
said,
the caveman.
Keisha said she don't play mysterious,
Keisha said
but
she
she
ready to
also
settle
said
down.
she's ready to settle down.
That's what's up.
But the flip side to that, though, is that Keisha, you also said you won't chase a man. So what if there's a man
Shoot your
who's
shot.
unsure about your level of interest, but he might be the one that you could settle down with? You got to give him some sort of, hey,
Yeah. It ain't, and that don't
I'm
mean
feeling you.
that don't
Don't holler
mean
at me.
that don't mean desperate
that
or nothing.
for
That just
honest.
means a woman's confident to say, "Hey, I'm feeling
Yeah.
it." You ain't got
I
to
like
chase.
look at him up and down, especially if I think he's really good looking.
I feel
So
y'all.
basically, you're still on
Hey,
that looks. 'Cause
niggas-
you're
With the
superficial,
eye.
right?
niggas-
I like to look at him.
Niggas fuck it up for other niggas,
So
and
So if you
women
Jimmy
fuck it
Walker,
up
you got no
for other
fun.
women.
What's
So-
the first thing you look at?
I'm.
when you
Just
look
like
at
his personality, like the way
You gonna have to wink or something?
I'm like, okay, I want that.
So if his personality was like something you want, but he looks like Forrest Whitaker,
You got the
I mean,
indica sativa eye.
He gotta be decent looking, I would say.
okay.
I-
So
I
you
feel
willing
like
to pass
Forrest-
up
I
your
feel like-
soulmate
I feel
because he
Forrest
looks like
Whitaker is a little too
Biggie
old
Smalls?
for me.
I'm saying, let's say he
They
looks
live
like a
the
young
full
version
full.
of Biggie Smalls, but he's got that personality. Are you willing to pass up on your soulmate?
I wasn't anybody too huge for me. No.
Well, what I'm
but-
saying is, let's say he's
Fluffy
attractive.
lives matter.
What do you look at first? You looking at his eyes, you looking
His
at his
smile.
hair.
It wasn't his eyes
Look
were
at their
cross-eyed.
shoes first.
His smile.
Yeah.
His smile and just, you know, his physique. And just the way he just conduct himself, like just somebody that just lights up the room.
So basically, if he shows up and he's got the personality, but he looks like Rod Wave, he gets no burn with you.
I would get to know him and talk to him because I wouldn't want to be rude. But
Friend zone.
I want a man that seems very protective and that is very protective.
Rod Wave 260. That nigga can protect you.
He blocking all. Shit. You run into the fast food line.
So basically, you saying if he ain't got a certain level of looks, personality, all that shit
No,
don't matter.
I just want a man that takes care of himself. You know,
Okay.
that's it.
There
What's
it
so
is.
funny?
Hey,
Niggas take care of their
she said she want a 6-pack, not a keg.
Yeah.
And I
Keisha,
will
what about
say,
you? What
I'm
is
gonna
it,
tell
looks?
y'all this. We finna end this shit in a sec. We at the end of the day, remember, teddy bears keep you warm year round. Skinny niggas run off on you. Skinny niggas be fucking off y'all pH. Y'all be mad. No.
So Taz says she has a limit. Taz, what's your limit? Cause Jade says her limit is 185 pounds.
Hold on. Let me see this. Hold up.
Jade only
We
likes
going on the
petite
fuck.
men
I
that
don't
are tall.
like. No, I don't like petite men. I want
Petite
a
men
man
that are
I
tall.
want a man that has like muscles, husky, kind of like muscles.
So like Rod Wave.
I gotta see.
Yeah,
I gotta see.
she needs to see under your hoodie, man.
I'm a
So like
big
Rick
girl.
Ross or something like that.
No, Rick Ross is like
Rick
no.
Ross,
I wouldn't.
lost in the weight.
No, I wouldn't
He on
consider.
the Atkins diet.
I wouldn't consider him as like a romantic companion, but I like him as like one of my favorite rappers.
But he could put you in the Maybach.
Put me in a Maybach.
You squirt. At the end of the day,
But
Damn.
I like him as a rapper. Just like
That's Broadway.
Rod Wave gets no play because he's fluffy. All right.
Oh man.
no, but I like Rick Ross.
so you think, Chad, exactly. See, a nice belly ain't bad. So I'm saying it's the amusement park. You start up here and you slide down to the you know what I'm saying? And I'm always speak up for the fluffy dudes. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because I was a stripper. You know what I'm saying? Chunkindales. We make it happen all day.
She
But
looked at a
anyway,
picture of Rod Wave and said,
Alright.
yeah.
but
No,
So-
I just look at him as like a good rapper.
Basically, if you look like Rod Wave, you already in the friend zone off top.
all right. So
I don't really like big dudes. So
she don't want no big dudes. She want a nigga that get punched in the face and fall out. And she got to defend herself.
no. I want a man that can protect me. That's kind of like
Big niggas is like
kind of like
teddy
muscular.
bears year round.
So
Y'all
Lil
better
Durk
know
is
about
skinny. King Von was skinny, something like that.
Oh,
And he was a
King
killer.
Von.
He'll
King
protect you.
Von, you know, rest in peace, King Von. He's not really.
Exactly.
King Von
Buddha.
had at least 9 bodies.
Beards and
Yeah,
bellies.
still.
So that's a nigga that will protect you.
So
Yeah, but he wasn't my type.
I'm gonna tell you.
But he's
I-
slim.
Yeah, I don't want
He's
nobody.
slim and
no,
a killer.
Okay, I don't want nobody that's slim. I want somebody that has muscles but still fit.
Fat niggas have muscles. We just got fat around the muscles.
Yeah, somebody that works out and takes care
We
of
do work
himself.
out. We lift cheeseburgers.
So out of the rappers, what's the one you look at?
Okay.
Other rappers is the one I
My
look
bad.
at. But lately I've been kind of looking at Kevin. Kevin Gates. That's the kind I want.
That nigga's shaped like a librarian. Anyway, no, I'm just playing.
Oh, the librarian?
No, I'm just joking. But anyway, tell everybody where they can find you at on social media.
It would probably be newjules_24 on Instagram.
All right, and on Facebook, she said skinny ladies.
Facebook, it'll probably be like Jade Sims.
On
Probably
Facebook.
like
What?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, Kevin Gates built like a school janitor
No, he's
with a
not.
receding hairline.
No, he's not.
We ain't bagging, but I'm just joking.
No, but that's the kind of shape I like. He's in great shape. That's what I like.
Okay.
It don't have to be him, but like,
Camouflage, tell everybody where they can find you.
Find me on the gram, KAMMFLAGE, and on Twitter. Yep.
Pharaoh.
Hey, you can find me at Pharaoh Films across the board. You know, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all that good shit.
And you can find me on IG, Cognac_Confessionals. If you know who I am on Facebook, you can follow my real page. Follow us also on YouTube. And for most of you dudes, you can find me in your chick's dreams. Why? Because nice guys finish last. We do. We make sure she finishes first, second, third, fourth. You'll get that at 3 in the morning. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Y'all that's chopping it up. Let's line it up for y'all to get in. Like the page, share the page. As always, I'm a humble servant of the community, and I speak on shit that we know about. You know what I'm saying? Thank you all for tuning in. I hope you all have a safe weekend. It's January 20th. It's early. You still got enough time to go out and do some hoe shit, you know. You can go out there and do some hoe shit. It's early. Y'all go out there and do what you do. Thank you for tuning in. And as usual, now it's time to say goodbye to all my Negro friends. Hey, I see y'all next week. We got a lot of shit coming up for y'all soon. Tune in. Fuck with your boy.